Rajiv Singh, who is an IPS officer from Tripura and currently Inspector General IG in CRPF, has been appointed as the new DGP of Manipur. And Mr. P Doungel, he has been made the OSD to home. Now remember, usually these interstate cadre deputation doesn't happen, but this has been done as a special measure, as far as to ensure that normalcy returns in the state of Manipur. Hasina, do you think that this change in the guards as far as the police, the top police post is concerned, will help people, in having more faith in the police as far as maintaining law and order situation is concerned?
I think when we go back to a lot of distrust that has happened because of who was the DGP and how the violence has escalated in Manipur, I think this is one step in building trust, bring neutrality of somebody who's not within the sector of Manipur, coming from outside. But I guess he will also he should get, I would say, support of neutral stakeholders, to be able to understand the situation of Manipur at this point of time, to be able to, to be able to be guided properly. So that sensitivity, the tribe, fractions among themselves, the distrust among themselves can be taken into consideration.
Dr. Malem, you've seen the government announcing a lot of measures. You also see now that there is a change at the guard right at the top. That the new DGP coming in from the state, from Mr. Rajiv Singh taking over as the new DGP. How important is the change? How important do you think the trust in the police force would be into restoring law and order situation back as normal? Or do you think a lot more needs to be done before we can say for sure that that enough has been done and now you can hope that law and order will return to normalcy?
You see, I really don't know how exactly this is going to have a positive impact, but see, there are certain sections of the people who believe that this man, the former DGP, was a communal man. He has been shown as a communal protagonist and then responsible for so many things, favoring a particular sector and so many sports. These are the charges. So if that's been given the backgrounds and against these backdrops of communal kind of blamings and counter blaming, this replacement of P Doungel can be seen as a communal approach, seeing the being misinterpreted or be interpreted as some kind of a target on the minority community who was hailing a big positions in the police department, and they would be saying that on the one hand, like the chief minister, which is Meitei, has been retained, whereas the DGP, which is Kuki, has been replaced. This is how the majoritarian interest has been fulfilled, undermining minority rights, and etc. etc. Likewise, this can be misinterpreted or interpreted communally, and it can also have the different kind of propaganda ramifications as well. But to what extent this will be able to restore peace or confidence building or trust, I don't know. I mean, we have to wait and see.
Sir, you heard that the Rajiv Singh has been appointed as the new Manipur DGP, and do you think that this step taken, with removal of the former DGP who was also accused of being partisan and all, and the new security apparatus that is being set up by Home Minister Amit Shah, it will, it will have people instill more faith in the security apparatus and also as in the police, which is very required. I mean, which was very severely lacking before.
Absolutely correct. There is no doubt about it. It is a step in a right direction. The point today is that presently the police has failed completely in curbing the violence, and the distress has increased between the community. In case the police would have been effective, I don't think we would have gone to such a state. So this is a step in right direction of changing the head of the police force, the DGP, and they brought Mr. Rajiv Kumar, who was from Tripura cadre, who has the experience of handling such type of situation, and yet he is a neutral, and he will see everyone with a neutral sort of viewpoint, and he will bring professionalism back in the Manipur police. So as on today, Manipur police has to tighten their belt. A lot of things have happened. Of course, the person on the top, in case he's a partisan, and if he also is not that professional, that is how these things have deteriorated to a stage where there have been chaos and confusion for last about 15-20 days. So many lives have been lost, so much destruction has taken place. I suppose these actions now taken by the government are going to be very, very productive. One is changing the DGP, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, who is a professor. Second thing is making a unified command. Remember, I functioned under a unified command in Assam, somewhere in 1960 to 99. I realized that the unified command can really play a very good role. And today, Mr. Kuldeep Singh, when he'll function, all the organs of security as well as the government will function under him, and he will be able to then assess and gauge and take a corrective measure. Remember why this situation has deteriorated in Manipur. Somewhere things have gone wrong. In case once the things were not up to the mark, if corrective measure would have been taken in first, second, third, fourth day, I don't think the things would have deteriorated that extent. Of course, the trigger point is the High Court judgment which was given, which created a misunderstanding. But certainly, if there would have been a effective police force, they would have made sure that this sort of distrust does not prevail in the community, and the people do not take law in their own hand. So therefore, the police have failed, and this is a correct action. Mr. Rajiv Kumar, known to be very professional, and will also give a very neutral stance. And the people, especially the Basti community or the Kuki or Nagas, will equally feel that he will able to bring peace, and that is required. So 2, 3 things. One is he's a professional, he's a neutral. He will make sure that the professionalism come back in Manipur police, and he will coordinate with other organs and will function under the unified command which is headed by Mr. Kuldeep Singh. I think in time to come, the peace will prevail, because peace has to prevail in Manipur. We cannot allow Manipur to be in such a situation. It's a border state. It is a state which gives you maximum defense personnel from northeast. Also, it gives you number of medals in sport. So therefore, we cannot allow such thing to happen, and it will come back. My another point is, the action which are now taken by the government, all stakeholders must now also cooperate with it. Today it looked like that the press conference which was given by Home Minister, he is very serious and he's got a concern. He wants to bring peace in Manipur at the day. And the package which have been given from the central government is something which I suppose they have gone into detail. Railway line which has already become operative. The railway train will also function. Lot of relief material will also come. There have been announcement of rehabilitation package which is there. There is also announcement of doing an inquiry as to why this incident started and who are the actors and characters who instigated the crowd. I suppose it's a multi-pronged strategy which has been now adopted by the Home Minister and by the central government. It is step in a right direction, and now everyone needs to cooperate. No one should feel it that they will not be taken care of it. I suppose that in time to come, that all communities will be given equal measures of understanding as well as given importance, and situation will become, I suppose, under control. So I can only say the actions of bringing Mr. Rajiv Kumar as a DGP in Manipur is a step in the right direction, and lot will follow now. You will find it things improving tremendously in time to come. We cannot allow things to go bad. It is a border state. It is a sensitive state.